All right, here we go. Salute to Knicks Nation. Tuesday night, Knicks post-game live presented by Manscaped. Battle of New York, Act 1. Knicks versus Nets at the Barclays Center. Knicks unveiling the new look lineup. And it was all right, man, for the first half. Going to the half tied up. It was a battle. Even though James Harden was going off, he got his groove back. Knicks stayed with it. But in the third quarter, thought it was the third quarter of doom once again, CK, man. 14-0 run by those New Jersey Nets. And you thought this one was going to be a wrap, but the Knicks finally found some nuts. They manned up. They found some energy, some intensity. And it was a 4-point Nets lead going into the fourth. And hey, we had ourselves a 12-round fight. Several lead changes. Several ties. Even a lead. Led by Julius. Led by D. Rose. My guy Alec Burks getting back into his groove as they played him off ball. Emmanuel quickly with some tough shots. But in the end, we would lose this thing on the free throw line, man. As the Knicks, after a miraculous Evan Fournier three-pointer to tie this thing up with 17 seconds left, the Knicks decided to double-team Kevin Durant, put the ball in James Johnson's hands, and a tough foul call on Mitchell Robinson put the Nets to the free throw line. And with no timeouts left, Knicks just could not inbound the ball, or could not advance the ball, rather, and lost his heartbreaker, man. Battle of New York, Act 1, goes to the New Jersey Nets, 112-110. Knicks post-game live, presented by Manscaped. CP the franchise, CK2K in the building. Hit that thumbs up button for you boys. Ah, man, I'm pissed. I'm tight, CK. I'm tight, man. I hate losing to them Nets. You know, after you get upset, you're just distraught over a third quarter effort. The second half of the third quarter looked good, man. And give credit to Julius, because I thought he did his best to be a hero in this game and really come through for us.
Yeah.
24 points, 9 rebounds, 8 assists. In the fourth quarter, made some, hits the layup, comes back, plays defense on Kevin Durant, leads to an OB transition dunk, bypass by Derrick Rose. He's feeding Fournier for 2 threes. He's getting the hockey assist over to Burks. This is the Julius of last year. Then we have the Julius of last year again because he picks up a technical foul in crunch time, in the clutch.
The Julius we don't like. That side of Julius we didn't like from last year. The emotional one, yeah.
You pick up a technical foul. We only down 2 points.
2. Yeah.
KD hits the free throw, and lucky it wasn't worse, because that really could have broken our backs. That could have been it, the momentum. Luckily, Fournier comes in ice cold, by the way.
Couldn't tell. Knocks
down a three-pointer to tie this thing up at 110. And then, just an undisciplined play by Mitch. Should have just went straight up with it. Wants to block everything. And they call a foul on James Johnson. Julie's still going after the refs after the game. They said KD, of all people, had to console him. Tough loss, bro. Tough loss, my guy. How do you react to this tonight?
Yeah, I mean, Julius and Tibbs both going after the refs. We heard Tibbs say some very choice things to the referees in a very quick post game. I'm sure we'll talk about that here in a little bit. But sticking with Julius Randle, he had a good all around game, if you ask me. I mean, I know KD ended with 27, but he was 9 for 23 because Julius Randle was doing a hell of a job. A lot of help for sure from the team, but a lot of that was a lot of one-on-one play.
Yeah.
And Julius Randle was doing a solid job while on the other end being able to score on Kevin Durant. I know people feel a type of way and they're ready to point everything at Julius Randle, but he was doing a good job in this game. But yeah, man, like you mentioned, it's just such a tough one to lose when we're trading quarters. The first quarter they won, we won the second quarter. They were killing us in that third quarter, but we came back, and then we ultimately had a nice fourth quarter. But it just was a little bit too much with the technical foul. Boneheaded plays, a turnover. and then eventually what turned into that foul from Mitchell Robinson. A few plays there that just hurt us. But when you speak about the free throws, normally when you talk about the Knicks, it's us needing to hit our free throws, right? We always talk about somebody leaving free throws on the line, this and third. We were 11 for 12, but the main issue was we only shot 12 free throws to the next 25.
12 free throws, yep.
12 to their 25. James Harden alone went to the free throw line 10 times after all the news and all the conversations about him not going to the free throw line. I'm not going to sit here and say referee's fault, but there's an argument there for that, and I think Tom Thibodeau said some of the right things. But for us to still, with that going on, for us to still be fighting the way we did, Alec Burks, I thought he slotted in as in that starting role exactly how a lot of us were expecting him to do it, being Alec Burks, but still also keep controlling the game. I feel like he did a good job being point guard and off guard. The luxury of him being there is not only just his size, but the way that he can handle himself when he has the ball or when he's off the ball. And that's just, and as well, attacking the basket. Those are all facets that we weren't really getting from Kemba Walker. And I think we saw that, 40 minutes out of him, 25 points. I thought Alec Burks was great in his first official. I know we started on Saturday, but this one I'm calling the official one since the news we got. It's just an unfortunate loss, man. It's a heartbreaker that you don't want to lose to, of all teams, the New Jersey Nets, man. And especially New Jersey, when it felt like I was watching the game at the Prudential Center, and I don't care what anybody tells me. That court with that throwback, that looked exactly like the Prudential Center.
It did. They went back to New Jersey Nets vibes, which is why I don't mind.
They really did,
bro. The New Jersey Nets. You know what I'm saying?
Can't get away.
I don't mind it. I definitely don't mind it. Yeah, I wanted this one though, man. I definitely wanted it. I like how we came out. As you said, Burks nine first quarter points. I thought Julius was, being more of a facilitator, holding on to the ball a little bit too much in the beginning of that game.
Some instances, right? Yeah.
Some instances. Was making a lot quicker decisions, especially in the second half. I thought his passing all night was really on point. Just being a playmaker and understanding that we need him to, again, drive and kick, which, he found Fournier for back-to-backs in the third quarter to really cut this thing down. I thought, welcome back Derrick Rose, because boy did we need him tonight. And I thought D Rose delivered for us. And the thing about D Rose is that, when we said this on last night's show, it was like, okay, what's going to happen with the point guard position when they start pressuring Burks? And they did that from the jump. Patty Mills, give him credit. He's a scrapper. He's a pest on the defensive side. Really put a lot of pressure on Burks. And that kind of got us out of our flow a little bit here and there. But then you could put in D Rose. You can put in D Rose. You can put in quickly. And now you can move Burks off ball and just have him just be a scorer. Just have him be a shooter for you. And I thought we did a much better job of that, especially in the second half. That freed up Burks from having to facilitate for everybody else. Put the pressure on Rose, and now Burks to just go out there and get you a bucket. And fourth quarter, Burks was alive and well. Got us a couple in the third. So I thought Burks had a great one. 25 points, 9 to 21 shooting, 5 dimes, 2 steals, a block. So good job by him.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah, Fournier. The funny thing about Fournier is I was in a group chat. And this was about like early third when everything was falling apart. I'm just like, man, this guy Fournier is playing soft. Right after that, he hits a back-to-back threes. You know what I'm saying? Hits the back-to-back threes. And then the last play call, when he hits the three to tie the game, I'm like, no, not Fournier. He's ice cold. Knocks it down. So much for that. But, it was a valiant effort by him. Overall, though, we just need him to come out more aggressive from start to finish, where we're not getting into these holes, especially in the third quarter.
Yeah. You bring up a point that I'm actually, to be honest, I know, in our first game, and I think we weathered the storm, but I'm actually kind of excited for long term, is like you were mentioning where they were pressuring Alec Burks. And I think that was just one of the hidden things about this starting five that we never really got to unlock. And it's not entirely Kemba Walker's fault, but we never really got to unlock that ability to use, Evan Fournier, RJ Barrett, and Julius Randle's ability to also be able to, control the offense as well. So in instances like you were mentioning where Alec Burks gets locked up a bit, we're going to see those games unlocked. I think that's a big reason why Julius Randle was a lot more poised with his ball control tonight in moving the offense and controlling the the offense like you were talking about. I think a lot of it has to do with the fact that you gotta respect Alec Burks as well. And where Julius Randle had the floor a little bit more opened up. I feel like I know, it felt like there was moments where he was a bit sluggish, but even in those few minutes we got from RJ Barrett, he was looking solid. He had some blunders, that turnover, and you could tell he just wasn't all there. But to be how he was playing in 9 minutes, I think it was 2 for 3. I think, and there was some instances where he was controlling the offense a little bit there in that first quarter. That's something that I was like a little sample size of what I'm excited for to see with that added pressure that Alec Burks is going to add to some of these teams. I'm hoping RJ is going to be healthy because it'll definitely help us out in that game against Chicago, where we have guys that can also create. And this, having a front of 4 guys and that can do that from, like I said, Fournier, Burks, Barrett, and Julius Randle. I'm low key excited to see how this expands and how this looks in games down the line. A little unfortunate we didn't get to see it in its entirety tonight, but I think that had a big part to do with Julius Randle, like you mentioned, having, to me, he had some errors here and there. I thought Julius Randle had a great all-around game defensively, offensively, moving the ball. I think Julius Randle did a solid job tonight. I think a lot of it has to do with the added help from Alec Burks for sure. And like you mentioned, it really helps to have Derrick Rose back in rotation.
Yeah, I mean, look, when KD's got it cooking, the way he can rise and fire and pull up over, there's not much you can do. I didn't mind the play late in the game to take the ball out of his hands and make somebody else beat you. It was just an unfortunate and untimely mistake by Mitch going for the reach and obviously not having the respect of the officials, where, some people say late game situation, you're supposed to let that go. Yeah. But him being a young big, refs didn't let that one go. So it was unfortunate. Right. It was definitely unfortunate there. You mentioned RJ, and we did lose RJ early in the game. RJ was questionable to come into this game with an illness. He still did play, but notice the wrinkle that Tibbs went with, and I think we're going to see this a lot more. We've been asking for RJ to play more with that second unit.
You saw it too.
He takes RJ out first, puts in D Rose. Again, I'm not sure if that was the illness or that was by design, but I think it bears watching. I think we could see it more going forward because RJ played a lot of that second quarter with the second unit, with IQ.
And we went on runs.
And they went on runs with IQ, with Obi, with Derrick Rose. So let's see how that plays out going forward, because I think that was I do think that was by design, man, to get him more run with that second unit. So unfortunately, he didn't get to come back into the game, but overall, okay minutes from RJ, just 9 minutes in his stint. Obi, 8 points, 12 minutes for Obi. Got to play some crunch time fourth quarter minutes with Julius at the 4 and the 5. I got word from people in the building, wasn't too happy to come out late in the game when he got subbed out for Mitch. Wasn't too happy to come out of the game. What'd you think about Obi tonight?
Man, that 12 minutes is not enough, especially for what he was doing for us tonight. I was so excited when we got that small sample size of him and Julius because it was working. It was working. Yeah, I understand, because there was a point where they had all their bigs in. At the same time, I saw Millsap, I saw KD, I saw Aldridge. So they're trying something different. So I don't know if Tibbs was trying to match that. I don't know. But, man, and I get it because of Julius Randle, but what we got to find more minutes for Obi Toppin. 12 minutes is not enough for what he's giving us on the floor. It's not like he's playing like last year. He's producing defensively as well. Like there's a few instances down there where he was doing, I mean, again, KD just wasn't that great in the first half, but there was some instances where he was slowing them down as well when Julius Randle went to the bench. So I don't know how it gets figured out, but it's got to get figured out somehow. I mean, I think he could have took some of Nerlens Noel's minutes in this game. Me too. To be honest, 19 minutes too many, in my opinion, for Nerlens Noel. I know he's coming back from an injury. He's probably trying to get back in the groove with things, but there was just some plays where it looked like he wasn't awake, and I feel like Obi Toppin would have been a lot more beneficial for us in this game. 12 minutes is just not enough. It's just not enough.
Yeah, not enough at all. I would have liked to have seen him out there, especially when they're going Aldridge at the 5. I thought there was an opportunity there. I would have gave him Nerlens' spot. Again, I didn't mind Mitch. I thought Mitch had some impact in this game. Even late in this game. Him battling for offensive board ended up going out of bounds on the Nets and saving the Knicks a possession there. I thought Mitch was really trying to enforce his way out there, but again, just an ill-timed foul there to put James Johnson on the line, and that would be the end of the game. Also, the Knicks didn't have a timeout after that because they wasted it on the review call where Derrick Rose fouled Kevin Durant on a dunk play. And, the thing is that it was a light foul. It was a light tap. It was a love tap. But they got to be smarter in that and to understand that when you're showing it in instant replay, any sign of contact is most likely gonna get called a foul. Mm-hmm. And when you slow it down, he got him on the arm. Now, in real motion, that's light. The game is physical. Guys are always making contact. That's light. But, on a superstar call that Kevin Durant gets,
and let's be real, the timing of when the whistle came out, that's the biggest thing for me. Because you're right. I mean, I get it. Yeah. But, man, that whistle came as soon as that ball missed in that dunk. That's when the whistle came up.
They do that all the time, man, to save the stars, bro. They do that all the time.
That was whack.
Superstar call that KD got. So 112, 110, man. Tough loss. Salute to everybody in the chat once again. Hit that thumbs up button for you boys. Salute to Knicks Nation first and most importantly, because I know there's some Nets fans in here trolling in the chat. I already know. I'm not even reading the chat right now. I know some Nets fans in here trolling in the chat. So we want to salute to Knicks Nation first and foremost on this tough loss. We're going to go to the phones. I want to shout out the super chats that have come in so far. Shout out to Kenny Gales, $5 super chat, says inconsistent calls. We call in elbow taps, but not us being mauled in the paint. But Julie's 2-point game in the fourth, control your damn emotions. Free Obi. Yeah, that's what I got to say too, man. Listen, I'm just a civilian. I'm just a fan sitting at home watching on TV. But Julius, you got to keep your composure, man. That was one of the things that after Knicks Nets last year, me and Kellerman, when I jumped on Kellerman, and me and Kellerman were talking about that. He's got to control his emotions, man. You can't let those things get to you. It's a minute and a half left, 2-point game, and you get a technical foul. Like I said, we're lucky the Nets did not run off some points there and really snatch the game away. Because I kind of felt the momentum slipping away at that point. Gotta keep your head in the game, bro. So, good super chat by Kenny Gales. Alan Campo Verde says Randall thought he was on KD level in the fourth. Of course, we're gonna lose going one-on-one against KD. Yeah, look, Brooklyn's got the closers, they got the stars, and we don't. It's got to be by committee for us, and we had our chances. At the end of the day, we had our chances. We just they just made more plays than we did, as Bill Belichick said.
They gave us the chances. They gave us the opportunities, man. Can't say that they didn't.
That's a fact. Shout out Jay Busby, sends a $5 super chat, says Brooklyn refs win the game. Papa 171 super chat says RJ needs to play with the second unit. He gets more opportunities with that lineup. Obi was pissed coming out of that game, asking Tibbs why. So Papo confirms the report that I got, that he says Obi wasn't happy, man. So we're seeing it year two.
We're
seeing it year two. I mean, listen, rightfully so. The kid, he gives us energy, gives us a spark off the bench. He's got to work on his three-point shots, man. A lot of his threes have been UFOs this year. Hasn't really been hitting on those. let's just keep it a buck. Hasn't really been hitting on those threes this year as he did last year. But the kid, he's comfortable. He's got confidence right now, and he wants to get minutes. It's a tricky situation with Obi right now. Let's hear from the people.
We can't blame the defense with him anymore.
Yeah,
to be honest with you, can't blame the defense anymore.
Yeah. Absolutely. Let's get to the people on the phones, though, man. Let's start off my guy Ron from Baltimore in the building. Ron, what's going on?
Oh man, I feel bad. I wanted Burks to get that win,
me too,
and I feel bad for him.
Me too. Burks.
I mean, I can't ask Alec Burks. I can't ask him to do much more. I mean, he told me he would get me 25, and he did it.
Yeah, that's a fact, man.
Randall's got to control his emotions. He played a great game, but this is the bottom line. This was a playoff feel. It's a one-possession type of game, and 1 point in that game means everything. And so if you have an issue and a ref tells you, I'm not calling fouls because you're stronger than everybody else, I get being upset. File a grievance after the game. Take your fine like you're going to get now. and it'll get the league office noticed about it. But don't hurt your team in the game. And I know that's very easier said than done with me watching on my couch. But like you said, man, this has been an issue throughout Randall's career. He loses his emotions. There's no other superstar that is going to get a tech in that spot with 2 minutes left in the game. You just can't. You can't do that. So that's number one. Number two, he took one bad fadeaway I didn't like. Outside, Randall was back tonight. Randall was back at the level, and I think Burks helped him. So I really, it's hard for me to hate on Randall. I didn't like he got beat on one drive by KD. He's got to stay in front. And the one thing I want to say about the Mitch play, it's a foul. But I'll just say this: I understand that people will say you can't call it there. I get it. Some refs may let it go, but Mitch has to just go straight up.
Yeah.
You can't he put it in the hands of the refs.
Yeah.
I understand you're trying to make a play, but just go straight up.
Yeah, good call, man. And Ron, I'm gonna let you go because your connection wasn't good. I'm not sure if it's a switchboard or your connection, but good points. You just gotta go straight.
He was so mad he was censoring himself, CP.
Yeah, right. Ron was so mad he was censoring himself. Yeah, I'm not sure if it's his end or the switchboard, but we'll check it out. We'll appreciate the call, Ron. So to everybody in the chat, once again, hit that thumbs up button for you boys. Knicks Postgame Live, presented by Manscaped. Phone number to call is 657-383-1509. How you guys feeling in the chat? Throw an emoji in the chat right now. Let me know how you guys are feeling. How you guys feeling tonight, man? Are you feeling like there's a moral victory tonight? Are you tight? Throw an emoji in the chat right now and let us know how you feeling, man. We got 1,400 on the chat. Let's get those likes up. Let's get that up to 1,000 likes right now. Hit that thumbs up button for you boys. And let's get it going here. Let me shout out Ed Jr., $5 Super Chat, says, can we talk about the Harden travel? Well, Harden travels every game, sir, so I'm not sure which specific example you're referring to here, but he travels all the time. Leo GM says big ups to the Knicks D tonight. Love the switchability. Let's go Knicks. Yeah, you know what they fought, man. Second half of the third on, they gave us the intensity and they gave us the effort on the defensive end. So I thought they played hard. Blood of the Panda, $5 Super Chat says, I keep telling y'all he's coming. Tibbs can't stop the rain, even when it pours, till it's backwards. Hashtag Obi Avengers, hashtag Free Obi. Trishan Clement, shout out to the Super Chat. All right, so let's go back to the phones. Hear what the people got to say. I'm gonna go to Mike from Manhattan and then Michael on the Discord. Michael, get ready. You on deck. Michael from Manhattan, what's going on?
Yo, you can hear me?
Loud and clear, bro. Let's go.
What's going on, CP, CK? What's going on? So,
Mike.
I'm going to be fast. I got a lot going on. So, Randall played great tonight. I came into this game looking at the matchup between him and KD. I wanted to see how he was going to defend him. And he made him make a lot of tough shots. The shots that he did make, he was in his grill. You can't do nothing about that. One of the greatest scorers of all time. If we was going to lose to Kevin Durant, being Kevin Durant closing out the game, I would have took that. The foul at the end, that kind of took the wind out of me. Like, damn, that's a whack way for the game to end. You know what I mean? I wasn't feeling that.
Mm-hmm.
My second thing I want to get out there is Evan Fournier is trash. I'm keeping a buck with y'all. He can't guard me and you, CP. He can't guard nobody.
Yeah.
He can't create his own shot. He's a catch and shoot player getting paid like he's like a star. He's not. And I know he hit that big shot at the end, but let's keep it a buck. If that happens 10 more times, he's hitting that 9 more times. No, he just made that shot. I'm not going to get too hype about that shot. He made a good shot at the end of the game. That was about it to me. I appreciate you taking my call.
Right. Appreciate it, man. Appreciate the call. I mean, look, I hear what you're saying. Look, Fournier, he's got to average double figures a game. At least teens. He's got to get up to at least 15. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I was gonna say more than just those. Yeah.
Yeah, we need that from on a nightly basis. You can't disappear in this offense, and especially the way that RJ's offense has kind of been taking a dive. He has to step his game up. You know, this was the help that we were looking for Julius Randle. No, we didn't think he was a superstar coming in or even an all-star coming in, but still a guy that should be able to help Julius Randle as an outlet, as an off-ball scorer, as a guy that can put the ball on the floor. You got to be more aggressive, man. You cannot disappear in this lineup. Now, Third quarter, as I said, Julius found him for 2 big threes to bring us back into that game. So I can't totally discredit Fournier. And then he did tie the game up to put it in the Nets corner. So, but we need consistency, man. We need consistency. We can't night in, night out be asking where's Fournier at, what happened to Fournier. He's got to be more consistent, bro. There's no doubt about it.
Yeah, this man was damn near a 20-point per game scorer on the other teams that he was on. So yeah, I agree. At the very least, I'm looking at like 15 a game is what he should be at. I'm not. Yes, the defense wasn't all there tonight. There's been instances I saw the clips, but I'm not entirely as pissed off with him tonight. You guys know I'm not crazy about Fournier, and anytime I find a reason, I'll find it when it comes to him. But yeah, as far as long term and the consistency, I completely agree. Yeah, if you're going to be paid that much, and you know that it's not going to be easy for us to Kemba Walker you and bench you got to be producing at a consistent rate around that 15, 16 mark a game for sure.
Yeah, you can't. Here it is. This guy wasn't even slated to finish the game.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. We brought him in. He was situational in the fourth quarter. This guy doesn't even see fourth quarters. Now, I don't mind the alternatives because our 3-headed guard monster of Rose, Quickly, and Burks, the law firm, came through. They came through at different points of the game when we really needed it. I thought Rose was really instrumental, man, in just getting those drives and kicking it out on the perimeter where he would find Burks. You know what I'm saying? Julius getting the drive, gets it to Rose. Rose skip past the Burks. Boom, 3-pointer, knock it down. Like, we just needed more pressure on the defense, and I thought Rose and Julius did a great job of doing that, especially in the second half.
Yep.
Here is a quote from Julius, who said that he was told by the officials he's not getting calls because he's stronger than defenders and contact is not affecting him. That's not how you're supposed to referee a game, says Julius. So visibly pissed off Julius Randle, and I understand it. I definitely understand it. You know, and this is the same excuse they used to give LeBron James, same excuse they used to give Shaq, same excuse they used to give to the Freak.
I was going to say more recently, Greek Freak, yep. Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So he's got to get a little bit more respect in that. Now, obviously, he's not in the same scale as those guys, but you got to give more respect in that. Got to.
Yeah. Yep.
You know, James Harden is a big dude. He's strong.
But the way he's moving, he ain't moving like a big dude. The way he throws his body around and stuff like that ain't big dude behavior. I'm sorry. I hate this. I've never been a fan of this. You know, with Shaq, it wasn't the right thing, but at least I got that.
Yeah.
You know, in these instances right here where they're blatantly getting hit, you see the reaction, you see the way the ball, the trajectory of where the ball goes and stuff like that, and you don't call it because he's stronger than the player. I think that's such a whack. That's not, like Julius said, that's just not how you're supposed to referee a game. If there's contact, you call the contact. Kevin Durant, you don't give a foul call like that. Like, come on, son. Like, the inconsistencies is what pisses me off with that whole argument. I hate that.
1,650 people on the chat. Salute to everybody in the chat. Once again, hit that thumbs up button for your boys. Hit that like button right now. Knicks Postgame Live presented by Manscaped. Welcome to all new viewers. Welcome to the Knicks fans in here. And welcome to the Troll Net fans. We know you're in here. We know you're in here creeping. My guy V is in here. He's a Nets fan. Shout out my guy V. He's lucky I didn't kick him out of this chat. He did send a super chat. So he's spending Skrilla with us. So we'll leave him in here for a couple more minutes. Shout out my guy V. That's my peoples. Lord Barker Jr., $5 super chat all the way from Cali. Says CKCP, it's been a minute since I've been on. Tough loss tonight. That foul by Mitch was brainless. Let's go Knicks. Shout out Cynthia for the $5 super chat. Says salute guys. Randall was hyped to play KD, but he does have to keep his cool. I also wish I saw Sims tonight at least for some minutes. Shout out CT Pittman, $20 super chat. Says we played a team that is predicted to win the East to the wire. Only way I'll be pissed is if we come out flat versus the Bulls. Gotta keep building on this momentum. Shout out my guy CT Pittman, man, always representing. And CT was down there in Charlotte repping KnicksFanTV. He said Mitch saw him and took a flick with him, man. He saw the KnicksFanTV lid and he took a flick with CT Pittman. So shout out to CT.
The power.
It's the
That's what's
power.
up.
That's the power, man. That's a fact. All right, to the Discord we go. Michael, let's go, man. Let's go. Rapid fire,
Let's
Michael.
go, man. You know what? 2-point. People are acting like we lost by 50 points. Like, 2-point game against Harden, who had 20 in the first half, with them having 25 free throws.
Yeah.
We lost 4 times to the Nets last season, and it was because of this reason, the free throws.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, it's just crazy. Like, Julius had a great game, but, he has to control it, man. Like,
let him know, Michael.
He
Let's
has
go.
to control it. But to be honest, like, he got the tech. I mean, players talk to the refs all the time. So when they got the tech, I was like, okay, kind of a, not of a kind of a BS tech, but it's fine. But like, he has to just try to be quiet. And I know it's hard, but he has to. But even though at the end, with the tech out, Mitch can't foul him. You can't foul him. You can't do that.
Yeah.
You can't do that. You can't. It's James Johnson. It's James Johnson.
Tell him, let's go, Michael.
It's like 5 points per game.
Facts.
It's
Let
James
him know,
Johnson.
Michael.
Like, it's not KD. It's James Johnson.
Yeah.
Like, I don't get it. And I want you to see, look at the stat line. Every other person except Harden and KD, they either got like no free throws or 1 or 2 free throws. It's crazy. And there's a super chat about the travel. He's talking about the beginning of the fourth where Harden, he jumped and he landed down. You can't do that. And he passed. That's a travel. You can't do that.
Man missed that one. Man
he jumped high. It was the beginning of the fourth quarter. It was like 11 minutes. And then the OB thing, I think we should have played OB and Randall in the more through crunch time. Put OB as a center. Make OB really play like he was in college, man. Noel has I don't know how you're center and you have 3 rebounds. Like, that's crazy. That's crazy. I have 3 rebounds. That's unacceptable right
Michael's
there.
spitting facts right now.
I mean,
Let's
had
go.
a good game before that, but come on, it's one mistake that's costly, man. I was wearing this jersey too. Like, I'm disappointed, man. And I was seeing some wall trades, like, bro, we just lost 2 points against the Nets with Alec Burks starting. Stop with the John Wall trades and all this. Just stop, man. Like,
let him know, Michael, man.
Like, we lost to 2 points. We lost 2 to the Nets. Yeah. This run, I'm feeling good, man. We can at least win 3 games from this run. And Alec Burks, man, he might win Most Improved Player if he keeps averaging 20 as a starter. And like,
let's go.
Burks hot, stand up.
Stand up, man. Michael on the Discord, let's go. This kid's coming with facts, man. You people on the phones better bring the heat. Michael is bringing it every single night, CK. You don't play around, man. It's James Johnson. Let me fix my camera up real quick. It's
going
James
for Rookie of the Year, CP. Mike coming for Rookie of the Year.
He's coming for, I think so.
I'm telling you.
Michael's coming for Rookie of the Year, man. You guys in the chat, you better step your game up.
Yeah.
You better come with some heat.
Yeah.
Who else we got here? Super chat coming in. Super chats are coming in. Salute to, let me see, the super chat. Frank Miranda says, yo, CP, it's your boy Frank from Colorado. Frank, what's good, man? Long time. He said, Knicks are a legit perimeter play away from being a serious player in the East. Everyone talking Dame, but CJ would change life for this team. Thoughts? CJ McCollum? I don't know, man. I don't think he
What? Stop. Just oh my God.
Yeah, CJ ain't.
Stop.
But you're all right, Frank. I mean, we've been saying for the last 20 years we're a legit perimeter player away. We still waiting on that guy, man. It ain't CJ, but we still waiting on that guy, Frank, man. I appreciate the super chat. Definitely not CJ.
Nah.
Tristan Clemens. Tristan Clemens comments. He said Randall is mentally weak. Mitch needs better ball IQ. Free Obi. Yeah, it's crunch time experience for Mitch. Hopefully he learns from it. Hasn't been on the court that much, so it's crunch time learning experience from him, man. Watch the film and be better. That's all you could ask for him.
Yeah.
That's all you could ask for Blockness. All right, back to the phones we go. Sam on the Discord. I see you, Sam. You're on deck. But back to the phones we go. Let's go to Will from Harlem. Will, what's going on?
CP, CK, how y'all doing tonight?
What's good, Will? How you feeling, bro?
Hey, I'm good tonight, man. I'm a little indifferent tonight. I can't lie. I was proud of of the guys tonight. You know what I mean? It was a good effort tonight. We played well. Once again, Julius, he got to contain himself. He tried to go head up with KD, but we see the difference in what a closer is. Mm-hmm. And what we got is by committee. And when he tried it, he had it, but he missed that little fadeaway in the paint on who was on guard him, Harden. He missed that little bucket in the paint that messed us up. But I do feel his pain. You can't tell me you're not calling the foul because of that's a terrible excuse, bro. I would have choked the ref out for that. Bro. Yeah, dog. That's terrible. That's terrible. But what I can say is, and I'm gonna get off after this point. Yeah. Like one of your super chats said, we got to come out against the Bulls, with some intensity. And Alec Burks, I told you, CP, I did, write you. That was a good move, and I like it. 25 points in the starting lineup. We look good, and quickly, and Obi, like I keep telling you, and everybody keeps saying it, free Obi. He got to play more. 12 minutes is not enough. When him and Quickly's in that game with D-Rose, the whole momentum and the intensity of the team is just on another level.
Yes, no question.
And that's about it, guys. I appreciate it. Love again what y'all do. Keep me informed, and I'm always here for y'all, man. I love y'all. Peace out,
man. Always appreciate it, man.
Will.
Always appreciate it. Yeah, that's a fact, man. I love what our three-headed monster gave us, man. They were great tonight. Just came up a little bit short. Shout out to D-Rose, man. Coming off a bum ankle. My man was out there balling. Man. Did everything he could to get us a W. Burks quickly same way. This game was very much enjoyable. I gotta knock it down a peg for Reggie Miller, bro. I'm trying to find my best to just zone out Reggie Miller. You know what I'm saying? Like, Reggie just sit there like, oh my God, man, Reggie, shut up, man. Just be quiet. Just stop talking. I mean, Reggie was just ruining the vibe for me this game, bro.
Yeah. Yeah, I had no idea we were watching this on the Yes Network, bro. I was so confused. We went on a run, and they had nothing to say. And the minute that they made their first bucket, Cam Thomas came in there. They were down, and he made a three, and they got so excited about his three-point shot. It was getting tough. And I love Kevin Harlan, but I think Reggie Miller has gotten to him. I think that the Reggie Miller poison has gone to my man Kevin Harlan because the whole thing was just tough.
Man. Be quiet, bro. Ruin the game for me, CK. Ruin the game for me, man.
For sure.
I would have rather Cheryl. We can bring back Cheryl for this game, for the battle in New York, man. Reggie Miller, give me a break.
Just stop giving him our games, man.
Stop giving him our games, man. Reggie was there. Well, luckily, I was at Knicks Lakers, so I didn't have to listen to him.
You didn't have to hear it.
But I saw him across the way, and I'm just like, still get those vibes, man. Still get those vibes. Shout out Orlando Powell. Super Chat says Fournier better step his game up before he ends up like Kemba. Ooh, Orlando. Sending shots. $20 Super Chat. Shout out to Rhyme Animal Chuck D. Everybody in the chat type in of hashtag PE to salute the legend. Hashtag Public Enemy. He says, it's a family show, so I must stay off this chat tonight. Beat by damn Reggie Redman Noble of the New Jersey Nets. Oh, man. Yeah, shout out to Redman, man. Shout out to Redman. Brick City's finest. New Jersey Nets, man. Yeah, they were definitely looking like the New Jersey Nets tonight.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, Cam Thomas had some moments, Had some moments in the first half. He was doing his Cam Thomas thing, getting some buckets. I was a little bit jealous, just a little bit. Just a little bit. Just for a hot second. Just like,
I get it.
But it is what it is. Shout out Slime HB. He says third quarter woes during the halftime break. Knicks was BS, hanging around while KD, Mills, and Harden got a full sweating. Oh, he was saying the Knicks weren't really taking halftime seriously. Okay, so it sounds like he was at the game.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah. Well, look, they woke up at the right time. Still made a game of it. But, it's been a common trait, though, with this team. It's been a common theme, just lackadaisical third quarters where the effort on both ends are just missing.
Yeah, 1 out of the half, yeah. For sure. What I mean? Yep. It's just missing. So,
it's just missing. So, you know what I mean? So, it, it's been a common trait, though, with this team. It's been a common theme, just lackadaisical third quarters where the effort on both ends are just missing. You know what I mean? It is what it is. Tough loss. We're going to look to bounce back against the Chicago Bulls. We need revenge against those Bulls on Thursday night at MSG. Salute to everybody in the chat. Once again, hit that thumbs up button for you boys. I got to go to my guy, J. Cal, on the Discord. J. Cal checking in from the Bay Area. J. Cal, you there?
I'm unmuted.
Let's go.
I didn't know you were going to come to me that fast.
Let's go.
You hear me 5x5?
Yeah.
I'm in here. I mean, going after Kid Mike is kind of hard. He's bringing it now. I don't know what time his curfew is, but these West Coast games, I don't know if he's showing up for them.
Facts.
But he's killing it. Listen, I'm taking a moral victory. I'm taking the moral W. I know there's no moral victories, but tonight was the return of All-Star Randall. That was big for us, right? I like him angry. He was daydreaming these first 19 games. He has been in such a funk. Tonight, did you see these drives to the baskets, the shots, the passes, everything? Fantastic. I don't know if you noticed this, but Mitch is moving. He's starting to move, and he looked good too, right? Am I crazy, or was this Mitch's best game?
I agree.
I thought Mitch looked good. Outside of the last-minute blunder, I thought Mitch gave us some good minutes.
Okay, so now those are two huge things in the starting lineup. Obviously, your guy, Berkshive, stand up.
Berkshive, stand up. Let's go.
Amazing. So now that's three people in the starting unit who had their best games of the season. What's been our biggest problem? The starting unit.
Yeah.
So, okay, we fixed it. So then what's the next huge win we got? Well, Tibbs was empowered because he listens to KnicksFanTV. Everybody give me a thumbs up right now. He listens to the show.
Yes.
He knows we're all demanding the change. We were with him. First 15 games, we debated it. Last 2 or 3 games, we said, hey, you got to make a change. Tibbs, he's tuning in, obviously. I don't see any super chats from Tibbs. That would be nice.
Yeah.
But
Come on, Tibbs.
come on, give us a super chat. But he's now empowered to make rotation changes. He looks brilliant. So that's good for him that he made that change. And now I think our starting unit is going to be revitalized. Listen, it's only 2 games, but it feels night and day. It feels night and day.
It does, but I can tell you right now, if RJ and Fournier don't have it going, Rose and possibly IQ are going to be closing in those lineups. I'm telling you right now.
Absolutely.
Tibbs is going to have no problem putting them on the bench in the fourth quarter if they don't have it going.
Absolutely. And then Obi, he needs more minutes. So Tibbs is listening right now. He's got like one earphone in somewhere. we want another can we get Obi for 20 minutes a game, 18 minutes a game? And it's like
At least.
just a little bit more. And I love that Obi was pissed that he was pulled
tight,
out.
man.
You saw him?
Yeah, he was tight.
He's like, why am I coming out of the game?
He was tight.
And I think he was pissed off because he played perfect defense on the best shooter, I don't know, like best one-on-one player in the league today, and possibly one of the 3 or 4 best ever. Like, I mean, KD's a tough assignment, so Obi shouldn't have gotten pulled. Rose playing great, IQ playing great. Where's Jericho Sims? I mean, the simulation did not show up tonight. Why didn't he play?
The simulation was not in the game. Same reason, Kemba's not going to play. You're just not going to play all your bigs, man.
Yeah.
I think
Okay.
Tibbs is going to go Mitch.
I like the fact that Mitch was good.
Yeah, I thought Mitch was good.
Active.
I thought Mitch was good. I mean, remember, the investment is in Noel, so that part plays into it. You're going to have those guys, Fournier, Noel, they're going to get their minutes. You did pay for that. So that's why I think Sims' time is going to come later or during injury time. But right now, Mitch is definitely going to get his burn, and then Noel after that. And then you're going to find moments where you can get Obi in at the 5 or Randall at the 5, play Obi at the 4, whatever the case may be.
Anyway, I'm taking the W. Everybody give a thumbs up. Listen, if you never gave a super chat, shoot the lock off your wallet, okay, family? Put a $5 super chat up. Put a $10 thing up. Let's get our guy CPay a MacBook with an M1 processor. Let's go.
There you
Let's
go.
go.
Let's go.
Salute to J. Cal on the Discord, man.
Big night. Take it as a win. I don't want any more sad sack callers.
Absolutely.
It's a good win. It's a good win.
And J. Cal, happy belated birthday, man. It was a couple days ago.
Thanks, man.
Happy
word.
belated birthday,
Belated,
man. Yeah, man. Happy belated birthday to J.
I got the
Cal,
birthday, and just I got to tell you, like a lot of the fans, you guys doing this every night. It's like when I lived in New York, I would put on the fan, I'd listen. You never got to call in, you never got to interact. But this is just so real for all the fans to just decompress after the game. We need to decompress, right? You used to get the walk. You leave the garden, you go for a little walk, maybe you get a drink. This is our decompression after the games, and like you guys are just killing it. The service you're doing to Knicks fans globally. I mean, I want to see the flags. Where everybody around the world.
Yeah, everybody throw your cities in the chat. Throw your cities in the chat. Throw your flags in the chat. Let us know where you guys are checking in from tonight.
All right, man. All right.
Salute,
good job,
J-Cal.
guys.
Always appreciate
Salute.
it, man.
Yeah.
That's my guy, J-Cal, checking in.
Yes,
the Bay Area's finest by way of Brooklyn. Holding it down, man. Holding it down. Make sure you guys check out J-Cal's podcast, man. J-Cal got 2 of the top podcasts in the country. He's in the top 10. Check out the All In podcast. Check out This Week in Startups, man. Fantastic, fantastic podcast. Never miss a show. Shout out to J-Cal, man. He's putting in work every single day. So he's always supporting us. Let's make sure we support him as well. Definitely shout out to him. Let's see where the people are checking in from, CK.
Yes, sir.
I see my guy Elias in here from Amsterdam. Salute to Elias. What's good? Who else we got in here? Cardi NY checking in Flatbush, Brooklyn. What's good? Brandon from Dallas. Brandon, how you feeling? Paul Collins, San Jose, Cali, CK. We have, who's this from Australia? Repping from Sydney. Tisaya, checking in from Sydney. I hope I said your name right, but salute all my people in Australia. Clark Game checking in from H-Town. Let's go. Stephen Diaz, Long Island in the building. Let's go. Night 3, what's good? CK, you want to shout out, man?
Well, I was trying to see if I can find someone, but I have to. Today was a big day. I know, Jamaica's your island, your people, but today was a big day for my island of Barbados.
Yeah.
I don't know if you guys saw the news.
I did.
Broke the chains, and now they are free. They are a republic. So I gotta give. If there's any my Bayesian family, my Bayesian brethren, my Barbadian family in the chat. Shout out to you guys. Had to show some love.
Yeah,
man.
for sure.
My mama was so happy today. Had to make some calls back to the family. So it was a big day today. So I had to make that shout out real quick. But I'm seeing Long Island. Yeah, I saw a lot. I'm seeing some LA folks. So shout out to LA.
Shout out to LA, man.
Philippines. That my favorite is seeing the ones that are all over the place. I see Philippines, my man. Hazansky Gaming from Philippines. Venice, that counts as LA. I see Roberto.
Yep.
Denver, and then Bronx. We got some Brooklyn people in here. There we go. Flyboy Kev, Barbados.
Let's go. Flyboy Kev, man. Big day for Barbados.
Yes,
a proud moment for the people, for the country, no doubt about it. Named Rihanna a national hero, so that was a lot. Yeah, that was big, man. Very, very big for you guys, man. Congratulations, no doubt. Shout out to Hazansky Gaming, checking in from the Philippines. PI checking in. We got Jay Thompson from Freeport. All right, Terrell Turner, team #new. Yeah, also for all you new viewers, man, if you guys are new in the chat, leave us a #new, and we will shout you guys out. All right, let me go to Sam. I see you. We're gonna get to you, Sam. Let me get to Ari. Ari, you up next, man. Let's go. Let's keep it rapid fire. We got a lot of people on the line. I want to get to a lot of people, so just rapid fire. Give me your fire takes, and let's go.
Juice.
All right. Just disclaimer, it's not Monday Night Ari. I've been sipping a little bit, so don't hold this against me, whatever I say right now.
Yeah,
all right?
Last night, Ari got a 5-star call last night, CK. He was on point.
What?
Yeah, he was on point last night. All right, let's hear it tonight.
First of all, listen, if we're talking the facts, I when it's all said and done, I always get 5 stars when it's all said and done. But besides that, what I'll say is this. From what I saw tonight, the Alec Burks move, the 100% right move. Imagine Kemba Walker being switched onto James Harden or Kevin Durant on the perimeter. What would happen to this Knicks team if that was the case? Mm-hmm. I saw, listen, I've been sipping, so I was seeing them multiple, but what I'm going to tell you is this. I just saw multiple times Alec Burks just get switched on to KD and James Harden and, kind of hold his own. So that's a win right there. The fact that move guaranteed, I think it's, even though we lost, I think it's the right move. Number 2, about Randall. I'm not going to hate on Randall tonight. Randall had a very good game. He was passing the ball. Mm-hmm. He made a couple of good hockey assists down the stretch. Not gonna hate on Randall. But what I will tell you is this. All right, I when I was a junior in high school, I played for 3 leagues. I played for CYO. I played for the AAU, Long Island Lightning, and I played for Great Neck. And in all 3 leagues, I was top 3 in technical fouls. in all 3 leagues. I was top 3, and never once in my entire career did I ever get a technical foul in a 2-point game with 2 minutes left, ever.
Okay.
And I cannot control my composure at all. Like, at all, I can't control it. Like, that just says a lot. That just says a lot there. And one last thing, CP, one last thing.
Yeah.
What I'll say is this. I love the fact that Obi was talking to Tibbs, yapping to Tibbs about coming out of the game. The man is ready to play. Give him his minutes, man. And the fact that he's shown at least some aggression, a little bit, to his coach.
Yeah.
The fact he's showing that, I think it's amazing. So those are my takes, man. Thank you.
Appreciate it, Ari, man. You can tell Ari sipping. He's going into tales from CYO, AAU.
Yeah. Top 3 in tech. I never heard someone brag about that. Go ahead,
pulling
Ari.
out stats. Man's pulling out stats from CYO days, man.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah. All right.
Yeah.
Okay.
Shout out to Ari. Tuesday night Ari, man. Tuesday night Ari. He ain't Monday night Ari, but shout out to Ari nevertheless, man. Oh, man. Ari's a character for sure. If you guys haven't heard Ari, he is an OG caller, man, for sure. Yeah. Lloyd Barkerrock Jr. fired out Super Chat CK. He says, CK, are you going to Knicks versus Lakers in February? CP, I just purchased my ticket for Giants versus Chargers. Let's go. Is that the same time? No. That's playoffs. February. That's playoffs. Giants and Chargers is when?
Is that out here?
I would think. So I would have to think so. Lloyd's out in Cali. I'm thinking about that Laker game though. I think that could be a big weekend for us to do some big things with the West Coast contingent. So
I'm at every LA game every year. So I will 100% be in attendance for that one.
Sure. I'm thinking about that one. Definitely thinking about making that West Coast movie. I think that would be a big one for us.
That'd be dope.
Shout out to Mordecai Oberlander, team #new Mordecai. What's going on? How you feeling? All right, so we got Sam on the Discord. Sam, live and direct. Sam. Let's go.
Hello.
What's
all
good,
right.
Sam?
Facts, Sam.
So I'm just gonna start off bad. Yep. Look, I get it. Mitch, foul. He's supposed to go up. I know that's annoying, but for the damn last play, if you watch it back, James Johnson gets the ball. Julius Randle and Derrick Rose are ball watching. You double team. Freaking rotate. IQ hedge. That's what you're supposed to do. AB was about to rotate from the other side of the court. Julius Randle is jogging down the middle. Derrick Rose is ball watching. I get it. Mitch is supposed to put his hands up and stuff like that, but someone has to rotate on a double team so you could get that stop and put pressure. So annoying watching that. Watching it back, I was like, wow, no one really rotated. IQ hedged. AB was about to really run around, but that annoyed me so much watching that play unfold. But all right. Anyway, positives, most part. Chemistry on the floor looked stellar today. Absolutely beautiful. We put some really good defense on the top team in the East. We lost by 2 points. That's incredible. Lost by 2 points, and we had a struggling start to the season and lost by 2 points to the top team.
Yeah.
KD shot 9 for 23. Harden shot 3 for 8 from the 3-point line. Our bench, all positive and plus minus. IQ, Rose, Noel. Obi needs to get more than 12 minutes. I agree with that Noel's minutes should have gone down. He's coming from injury, and he's not giving that energy that Obi does. Obi, let me tell you how hype I was every time there was a fast play and Obi put that down. That was insane. Absolutely loved it. And I know we haven't talked about him. Kemba Walker. Loving his energy off the bench. Loving his body language, his energy. First person off the bench every time, cheering on. I know that was my biggest worry. I didn't know how he was going to take to being benched, but seeing his energy, seeing him being happy to be a New Yorker, be on the Knicks, and cheering his team, that's beautiful. And if this quote about the refs making no calls because Julius Randle was stronger, that's a problem. That's a huge problem that we got to fix. That's all.
Sam dropping facts.
Every time.
Good call, Sam. Definitely good call. Appreciate that. Definitely appreciate that, man. Good call. Shout out to Punky Marrero, team #new Punky Marrero. What's going on? Shout out to, we got some super chats coming. Maxwell Walter, Albuquerque, New Mexico, stand up. He says, salute to KnicksFanTV, flying out to the city tomorrow for the Knicks versus Chicago game. He said, let's bounce back. Maxwell Walter, let's bounce back strong. Hashtag let the kid play. Yeah, you know, Obi is a big part of what we're doing because it's defense to offense, man. Defense to offense. Obi in transition. He's out ahead of everybody. I mean, he was doing that last year, right? But we just weren't finding him as much. But this year, even more so. And that has to be part of our formula to get buckets, man. We've got to get out and run.
Yeah, and like I said, what he wasn't doing last year is he's part of the defense this year. He's been giving some great contested shots and some nice blocks. And then even after he's the one that will contest the shot or get that block, he's still the first one down the court. So like that's special, man. I really feel like there's got to be minutes found for him. And like Sam just said, like I said at the top of the show, I think tonight was that night where you got to ease Nerlens in, and you see he just wasn't a solidified part of what was going on at all. Anything that was good that was happening in tonight's game. And those minutes should went to Obi Toppin for sure. But like everyone's been saying, I love that he was amped up about being taken out the end. That's what we need to see. Because, he's a very nice guy. But then, he let his hair down a little bit, and I'm a fan of that. I'm a fan of that.
Yeah, absolutely, man. So to everybody in the chat, once again, hit that thumbs up button for you boys. We're gonna take a couple more calls and wrap. Shout out to Amid Belfort, $20 super chat, says I'm giving Tibbs the smoke. His inability to watch the flow of the game and lackluster substitution on the bench is killing us. The team has talent and waiting for a major injury to take place. And notice the talent-free Obi. Boston Knicks is coming out of halftime from now on. We should just start the bench, more energy, help us get going early. Shout out Justin Smith, says Randall was a PPP loan Randall. Paint, post up, penetration. No more point forward Randall. Tough loss, but this is the Randall Gotham needs right now. That's a great super chat, man. He said he's a PPP loan Randall. All right. Shout out to him, man. Yeah. Shout out to him for sure. All right, couple more calls before we wrap up. Jay Boogie, if you're out there, make sure you call in. We're only gonna take a couple more and then wrap. We gotta go to Nam. My guy Greg from Vietnam, he's calling long distance, so we're gonna go to Greg from Vietnam, and then we're gonna go hear from my guy Mozul, the wine guy. Greg, what's going on?
Yo, what up, though?
Greg, how you feeling, man? Long time, bro. How you doing?
Yeah, I'm doing good, man. I'll make it quick. Vietnam was in a vicious lockdown. Like, you couldn't go outside. People had dogs. The dogs was pooping on the balcony and all that. But man, my wife and I avoided it. We were at a 5-star resort for 3.5 months on the beach chilling. So I beat COVID.
Wow.
Anyway, look, as far as the Knicks, man, it's a marathon. It's not a sprint. Look, I consider it a positive because Tibbs actually changed his lineup. Now, yeah, it did come because of an injury, but trust me, I'm 50 years old too. It takes the earth to change for me to do something. I be trying to call in on the Discord. I'm like, what the heck is the Discord? I still be trying to call. Maybe I'll get in more if I get on the Discord. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So in honor of Tibbs, I'm going to try that.
No doubt.
Alec Burks is averaging 24 points. And also, we need to run and gun. Maybe Tibbs will keep changing. We need to play that boy Sims more. You put Sims at the 5, Randall and Obi, Quigley and Rose or whatever, or Barrett too, if he's not hurt, and play. Because Sims can jump out the gym. We need to run, gun, and stun with that second unit. And also, man, we got to start like a change.org for Spike Lee. Because he had on a pink suit with orange glasses, Shaq's shoes, and a macrame bag with a basketball in it. Now, I know he got money, man, but what's wrong with that cat?
Yeah, okay.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I hear you, man. I can't go too in on Spike, man, because that's my guy. But he was definitely looking eccentric out there. You know what I'm saying? I would definitely say that. Spike was looking real electric.
So I know you got a lot of callers.
Yeah.
I know you got a lot of callers, and your man, I told him, hey, tell CK to everybody else. Ash, I said, what's up, man? It's hard for me to call. It's like 11 a.m. I'm in the grocery store. Just got out of line here. Everybody looking at me like I'm crazy. So look, love the channel, man. Keep it up.
Tell me we got important things to handle, man.
And I'll check y'all out. All right.
Yeah, all right. Appreciate it, man. Greg out in the supermarket all the way in Nam, holding it down. Salute to Greg, man. That was funny as hell. Yeah, Spike was in there, looking real highlighterish. But hey, he could do that, man. He's enjoying his life. Why not? Yeah. Shout out to Chief C, $20 super chat. He says, Bulls fan here, but still a loyal supporter to KnicksFanTV. Live chat should be lit this Thursday. Keep doing your thing. So we got a $20 super chat from a Bulls fan in the building.
Whoa.
Yeah, that's love. Shout out to him, man. Shout out Bad Book One. I know my guy Bad Book One is a Bulls fan. He always shows us love as well. There you go. KnicksFanTV. See, it's not just the number one show for the fans by the fans for Knicks fans. This is the number one show for all basketball fans. You do not get anything like this anywhere, people. I can put it up against anything as humbly as I can say it. As humble as I can be. You're not finding this anywhere else. Number one show for the fans by the fans. Let's hit that thumbs up button for you boys. We got Knicks fans in here. We got Nets fans in here. We got Hawks fans, Raptors fans, Bulls fans.
Woof.
Yeah, this is where they come. Woof. This is where they come to. Yeah. That's just it, man. So, no, definitely appreciate the support. Shout out Shakedown Family, $5 super chat. Shout out to you. All right, let's go. Rapid fire continues. Where'd I go? Mozul, the wine god. I got to shout out Mozul, the wine god. Mozul, is it true that you got engaged in a KnicksFanTV hoodie? Is that true?
It's true. I did. So I did get engaged to a Lakers fan though. So as a surprise to the engagement, we went to the Lakers versus Knicks games. You know, she only thought we were going to focus on that, but afterwards, I had to rep. I didn't want to wear a jersey, but I had to rep somehow. So I had my KnicksFanTV on, so I was repping out there doing my thing. So yeah, I definitely get engaged in the hoodie.
Wow. My man got engaged. And throw some fives in the chat just for that.
Hey.
He gets engaged in a KnicksFanTV hoodie. I'm about to pull up the picture in a minute. Go ahead, Mozul. Go ahead. You got the mic, bro. Go ahead.
Yeah, no, that's fine. No, so those files might turn to tomatoes because, you know, I shout out to, not to steal his hat, to Jay from Florida, but I've been hearing a lot of free Obi. I got season tickets. I've seen Obi play in person. The man can't move. He only can move if he's running up and down the court. Like, other than that, he's like a robot. It's the Penguin for sure. He's like a robot.
Mozul, you're doing so good, man.
I gotta keep it 100. Secondly, I blame this loss solely on Tibbs. You know, I don't care if you Derrick Rose best man. You don't waste that time out on a challenge. Rose wasn't blocking KD. We need that. We knew it was a close game. Yeah. With that, I'm out of here. Keep up the good work. I love y'all. One.
Mozul, peace, man. He was doing so well, CK, man.
The chat, bro.
Oh my God, are the tomatoes flying? I haven't seen the chat
yet.
Are they unleashing havoc right now?
Because I saw nothing but fives and shout out, and that's what's up. And it changed so fast.
Yeah. Then they let him have it.
Oh man.
I think they call Mozul the wine god. He might have been, sipping on his own supply tonight.
Man.
Mozul was dipping in the cabinet tonight, man.
Some people dropping mitts. They want to fight. They mad.
Mozul, come on, man. You were doing so well, bro.
Biggest 180 of the season right there.
Man,
God.
From fives to tomatoes. That was an extreme chat reaction right there, bro. Even Jay from Florida, who Mozul bigged up, is throwing tomatoes at him.
Yep.
That's how you know when you're down bad. That's how you know when you're down bad, man. Even Jay from Florida is throwing tomatoes. God. Damn. Like I said, if he didn't get engaged in the KnicksFanTV hoodie, I would have banged it on him right after that.
You went on right.
But that's my guy. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, man.
That's my guy.
Yeah.
Once again,
Sorry, but the tomatoes are warranted because
Yeah.
that Obi take is not it.
Big time.
That's not it.
Big time.
Not it.
Poppa Left, I see. We're gonna close with Poppa Left. Lord Scientist up next. Lord Scientist, what's good?
All right. Salute, CK.
Yeah.
2K, salute, CP. Hey, yo, let's get them thumbs up. There's a lot of people in this chat, and all of y'all watching this, y'all hear my voice? Hit that thumb up for your boys, and let's get them numbers up the way they're supposed to be and represent for KnicksFanTV.
Facts.
Hey, yo, I'm going to give you a 50-50 for two things. The first 50-50 is my man that was just on. Listen, I salute him and respect him for getting engaged in a Knicks fan hoodie. Yo, listen, pull that picture up. I can't see it. I don't know if you know.
I'm pulling it up right now.
Pull that picture up so the fans could see how you represent for the squad. Okay, because I'm trying to get my hoodie and stuff too. But anyway, the next 50-50. Big up my Bayesian monsters. Remember, I tell you, I'm Yard and Bayesian. 50 Bayesian. My mom, God bless the dead.
Yes, sir.
And my dad, God bless the dead, Jamaican. So big up Barbados and the Bayesian Republic. Yeah. So we're big.
Yes.
Yeah. Now, so let's get to Brooklyn. Excuse me, because I'm from Brooklyn. The New Jersey Nets. Let's get that right. Let's get to these Nets.
Facts.
I think, in my honest opinion, based on the game that I saw, we did excellent. There's nothing for us to be hanging our head low. You know, small little technical things, and this game was a W. Listen, I'm with Obi. I don't know what Obi said to Tibbs, but Tibbs should have left him in. He was ready for the challenge. He was ready to go up against KD. He should have let him keep banging with him. Who knows? He might have blocked KD, and we would have had a highlight on ESPN. We're fine, man. We fine. Y'all fans, stay focused.
Let's go. Lord Scientist.
What else? That's shout out JD.
Yep.
Them burgers. You know, the reconstruction of the lab.
Yeah.
Y'all about to see. Let's go. Salute.
Okay.
That's it. Lord Scientist puts it in perspective. Yeah, shout out to JD, man. We just reformatting the grill right now. That's it. We just throwing some oil on there, you know, just recalibrating the knobs. You know what I'm saying? That's what we doing, man. Don't worry, man. Don't worry about it. Shout out my guy, Lord Scientist, on the check-in. All right, a couple more before we wrap. Let's go to, I got to go to the Lou. We got to go to Jay from St. Louis. Jay, what's going on?
Ooh. Yeah, from the middle of the map. Much love.
Let's go, Jay.
What's going on, y'all?
How you feeling, man?
Hey.
What up, Jay?
I'm lovely, man. It's lovely. Hey, first quarter of the season out the way, man. I think we did good. Of course, we're going to need to improve in a lot of areas. Hey, shout out to Michael, by the way, man. Hey, stay out the soda, man. Hey, you got a long way to go, man. But we here, man. Straight up. Stay out the soda. But, yo, to see that Kemba's not in the starting lineup, it's understandable. You know, the liability on D, it was killing us. If you play basketball, you see automatically what he was doing. It was just hurting us. And, you know, I hope he do get moved to a situation where it works for him, but it's not going to work for us. We're a D-first team, and that's just understandable. Another Debbie down, go ahead, Mitch. He's too reckless, guys. I can definitely see the writing on the wall with him. And I hate to say it, and I love it. I'm a Mitch please person too, but it's just too reckless for his size. And unless he can coexist with his size to understand what he needs to do out there, it's just too reckless for us. And obviously, Tibbs is not going to want that. I'm not in trade mode, guys. I'm definitely in rotation mode. So it's understandably what the coach has been doing so far. It's been the same thing he did last year. It's kind of like we having the same conversation that we had around this time last year. I'm sorry. As far as like, you know, how the season was progressing and what the rotation was looking like. You know, these young guys are coming in, these injuries, these type of things are happening. And he's doing the same thing he did last year. And I guess it's kind of a smart thing because now it takes me to the conversation with Alex Bird. And you know he's from the Mo, so I got to go in on him real quick. So, you know, he's 30, I'm 30, so we came up at the same time. I got the privilege to see him. This guy averaged, 10 assists his, junior, senior year. He did the same thing in college. I think his freshman year, not his sophomore year, just a little bit under, but he averaged more points. So the guy has always been a combo guard. He know how to attack. It's pretty much what he's doing is what we was expecting Alfred Perry to do last year. Attack the basket for being that big size guard. Get in there and make it happen for us. And, if you can't get the ball moved around. So I start guys such as Evan Fournier and Randall. If he can continue to, press that, get in the point for us, get in the paint, we can go a long way. And I thought he should have made that move a long time ago. But like I said, it's just the first quarter of the season out of the way. So, 3 more quarters to go. We in there.
Let's go.
I like that quick Rose and Burks package.
Yeah.
They look like they got it all together. Yeah. And that was fun to see because along with that we got to see Obi and Randall. And that whole rotation was just moving. It looked like those guys knew what they were doing. If you, like I said, one of those things where if you rotate that ball and keep things moving, guys don't know where it's going. Because it seems like when Julius Randle his ISO thing, it's the same thing. He'll kick it out and pass it, and I don't like that at all. I got to see the end of the game. I got to see Rose, dab it up with KD, and it looked like he said some words like, "Look, we coming," and I think everybody know that we here, and it's going to take something else to get us over that hump to be championship contenders. But I think people know that we're here, man. Last but not least, I just want to say, hey, Iceberg, I'm hoping that he keep the job. And a little bit of that's it, man. Hey, come from the middle of the map, man.
Jay, appreciate you, Jay. Appreciate that one. All right, rapid fire. Here we go. Angel from Philly, rapid fire. Let's go.
All right. Hello, can you guys hear me?
Yeah, yep.
Angel.
Yo, what up, y'all? What's up, fellas? First thing first, man. Hit that thumbs up for y'all boys, man. Hit that subscribe button. So we need that 50K. So listen, man, when you look at this game, I mean, we had more baskets, we had more, rebounds, more points in the paint. But at the end of the day, man, they had 25 free throws, bro. They made 22. And at the end of the day, it's the same thing every game we play against, every time we play against Brooklyn. Last year when we played against Brooklyn, they had a lot of fouls and then, the turnover at the end, So I just don't like the fact that, we play this team so well, and we should have beat them the last 3 or 4 times. But at the end of the day, they got the stars and we don't. And we got to, and I said this before the game even started, the referees are going to have a major impact on this game, and you saw that today. We played way better than they did. But in the end, Randall, you got to keep your cool. That 1 point, that was critical to me. That's just my honest opinion. And, I thought where the game really changed was that third quarter. Yeah, we fought hard at the end, but when you let Brooklyn go on a 14-0 run, I mean, come on. Like, you can't let Brooklyn do that. Yeah. They got they got Harden and Kevin Durant, the best player in the game. You let them go off like that, it's just, down for doom, And, I like the way we fought. We played them hard. But, once again, the referees always have a major impact once we play this team. I mean, think about it. When's the last time you saw – James Harden gets so many foul calls this whole year? But right on cue, as soon as they play the Knicks, they get all the fouls in the world, and it's just frustrating because, we should be beating this team, but, in the end, it is what it is. They got the stars, we don't. They still suck. We, and we still the kings of the New York. You know what I'm saying? That's just the way I feel. And, as always, fellas, y'all have a good night. Thank you guys for taking my call. And I do have a question for you guys. Do you feel as though for Obi Toppin that he should be getting 20 to 25 minutes a game with how he's playing, or would you keep him around the 15-minute range? And you guys have a good night.
Yeah, it just depends on the matchups, man. It depends on the matchups. It's not to say that he's rendering Mitch and these guys useless. There's some obvious needs to have Mitch out there. Look at the way he was battling for boards. Look at the way that he positions himself. He's boxing out for offensive rebounds. There's a value to that. The rim protection. There's still a value to that, but depends on how the other team is matching up. And if we need more offense, if we need more floor spacing for Julius and the guards to operate, then yeah, you got to find those minutes for Obi, and maybe it does stretch out to 20 minutes depending on the matchups. It all depends on the matchups out there. I thought tonight was a night where we could have used him a little bit more. I would have used him instead of Noel. But again, Tibbs went with the veteran there. So I think it all just depends on the matchups. Oh, what you say, CK?
I don't know if he was still there or not. That's why I was waiting. I agree. I think goal. even yes, more so the matchups depending on how many more minutes. But I think that, I like him at that 18, 20-minute mark should be the expected with him. Now, if it's a game where he makes a lot of sense, then we can go up in those either 25 or 23, whatever. But I think to have 8 points in 16 minutes, the production that he has in the short space of time that he plays, I feel like he makes sense against anybody that we play against. I think that he is going to be a spark that helps against anybody we play against, especially if there's an injury to Mitchell Robinson or whoever the case may be. I think that Tibbs needs to understand that he can trust Obi Toppin in some of those key minutes and to close out the games. Like an instance like tonight. I understand Mitch was the right move. I'm not saying that he shouldn't have put Mitch out there, but I think that there's been times where, he could have ran with Obi Toppin to close out a game. I think that he has that opportunity for him. So I would like him to be at that 20-minute mark on a consistent basis. I agree with you on matchups, maybe higher than that, depending on who we're playing. But I like him at that 18, 20-minute mark. I think that's where he should be at right now this season.
Shout out to Tasaya Fola checking in from Sydney, Australia. Says, salute to y'all. Followed the Rose Hive as a Rose fan, but then this Knicks team has grown on me since last season, and I am now a Knicks fan. Much love. So shout out to my guy down in Australia switching up. Shout out to Cello, or Cielo. Says, Barclays is Knicks territory. My sign was a big hit at Barclays tonight. Okay, so he had a sign up at Barclays. I'm not sure if I caught it. Shout out to the Rhyme Animal Chuck D. Sends a super chat. Says, Obi, Randall, Burks, Fournier, D. Rose look very menacing fourth quarter. We may have too many centers possibly. I'm thinking first time Mitch might not get the super bag. Yeah, I think they're going to get him on a good deal. I think they do. I think they will bring him back on a cheaper deal.
Yeah. At this point, there's no conversation unless he just magically has what Wolverine, like whatever that's called, where his bones just heal up and he just plays tremendous for the right, adamantium,
Facts.
And he just goes crazy for the rest of the year. Yeah, I think at this point, I think we might be getting him for a nice discounted deal, which is the best case scenario for us.
Hell yeah! All right, let's close this up. Poppa Left. Close the show up.
My guy.
And let's wrap. Though we had a good show, got all our points out. Poppa Left. Let's close it up.
I feel your pain, Knicks fans. I feel your pain. I know exactly how you feel watching the last 6 minutes of that game dwindle down after that Emmanuel Quickly 3. We took the lead. It went into commercial. We knew we had that lead for tops 8 seconds. It lasted for 8 seconds. I know how you feel, and I know I know a win is a win is a win is a win, and I know a loss is a loss is a loss is a loss. But after the last 2 games, 96 minutes of basketball, there is not one point in this season that I feel more confident than I do after the last 96 minutes of basketball. And that's just a fact. I know it sucks. We lost the game. It's never going to be a win. We're never going to feel good after a loss. But I got to say that between the young guys showing up in Atlanta, you have a game against the Lakers, you have a game against the Bulls, you have a game against Atlanta, you have a game against the Nets. You're showing up and you're playing decent basketball, and you're showing up into the latter points of the game where you can learn how to win. I felt that there was a play in the game that I was so impressed by. First of all, I know, Angel, we came down 14. I know that sucked. But the way we got back in this game wasn't IQ getting hot from 3. It was a methodical possession by possession, down 16, got back to 10. They hit a 2, we got it to 8. And one of the plays that I really thought that I feel like our team needs to look at is Rose had a pick and roll. And the pick and roll with Randall looked great tonight, by the way. Rose had a pick and roll with Randall, and Rose was attacking the defense, and he went behind the back, bounce pass to Randall. Randall had a wide open 3. And what did he do, guys? He went and drove back into Durant, into the heart of the defense, and passed to our guy who's making way too much money but hit some big shots tonight. And he passed to Fournier, and Fournier got hot. And as there was a clip going around Twitter of Tibbs telling Rose is like, "Who do you want?" And Tibbs is like, "Evan, get him out of here."
Yeah, so, that clip was crazy.
I mean, Tibbs is feeling it. He's definitely listening. Shout out to you, Tibbs. I loved your energy at the post game. I loved your energy at the press conference. I still think that this team needs to defend home court better.
Yeah,
we didn't come out and defend home court tonight. So, it was tough seeing the Garden. It was tough seeing the Garden rocking like that with Reggie there. Spike was there. Fat Joe was there. Meek Mill was there. It was tough to see us lose another winnable game at home.
Yeah.
But, we really got to come back on Thursday and win this game because it's a threshold thing for me with this team. It's a threshold.
I think that this team leans on winning vibes. I think this team leans on being an underdog, and I think it's very important that we play at 11-10. I think it's very important if we start to lose, things start chirping, and the questions that we have about this team become warts, and it becomes bad. And I think that tomorrow, I think it's Thursday night against the Bulls. That's a big game. Don't make a mistake about it. That is a big game. We've played them twice, both on the road. I think both teams know each other. You saw how RJ defended DeRozan. You saw how the Bulls defended Randall. I think Randall made an adjustment today. I'm very proud of him. And I will say this, I know everybody, and CP, I'm with you. I'm with you, Mike. I'm with you. You can't get a tech in a one possession game. Yeah. But I gotta believe that Randall said the most horrific thing in the world to get a tech in a one possession game. Because
I think what's clear is that they don't give him the respect that they give the superstars. You know, you see a lot of superstars undressing these refs and berating them and get away with it. So he doesn't get that same leeway.
I gotta say though, I feel your pain, Knicks fans. I know tonight didn't feel like a win until it and even Fournier, he let us feel of something tonight. Macri tonight said on Twitter, IQ makes me feel feelings, and that's such a poignant statement because it's just this team. It's so true. It's so true. There's guys on this team that make you feel like. I don't know if someone said, D-Rose said we're coming. The culture of this team can turn around if we make the adjustments. Yeah. So we just got to be patient, make the adjustments, and press the gas. Let's go.
Let's go. Poppa Left closing the show up tonight. Great show, great points. Yeah, I'm not that tight about tonight. Obviously, with the rivalry.
Yeah.
You want the win. You want the win. So it was just tough to see. But, they battled back. But again, you don't put yourself in that big of a hole in the third quarter. Maybe we win it going away. Maybe we win it by a couple points. It takes so much energy to come back and win. To come back from behind like that. You got to play damn near perfect when it comes to crunch time. You just don't have that leeway. You don't have that margin, that room for error. Come out with some intensity and some energy in the third quarter, and maybe when this game is not even close, who knows? So, but it is a game of runs at the end of the day. But I just felt like, that third quarter, we got to watch that, man. We got to come out with some fire, man. All right, as we wrap up, let me salute the super chats that have come in. Let's get those likes up. Let's get up to 1,000 likes. We got 1,300 people in here, 800 likes. Let's get 200 more. Everybody hit that like button, hit that thumbs up button, and let's get up to 1,000 likes before we wrap up. 1,000 likes for KnicksFanTV. As I read the rest of the super chats, 007 Angelo says Spike trying to win the Elton John Lookalike Award. They went in on Spike. Spike was getting it today. Young Kobe says, this was the first time we've seen Obi visibly frustrated, and it was on national TV. Eventually, I don't think Tibbs' feeling is going to get hurt. Free Obi. Shout out Maxwell Walter, Mid Belfort, Boston Nick, Justin Smith, Orlando Powell, Chuck D. Slime HB says third quarter woes. Oh, I got that one. Appreciate that. Ricky Ocasio says, how can Mitch go straight up when Aldridge grabs his arm and he's sideways? Refs calling a foul even if he does go straight up. Then it's a three-point play. Well, Mitch went on Twitter and said that Aldridge pushed him in the back. It happens. It's bang play. But overall, you just can't keep your arm in there. You can't get your arm in there. Bang play though. Bang play.
Yeah.
Who else did I miss? I got a lot of these super chats already. I think it was a lot of the earlier ones that I missed. Shout out to Leo GM. I got that one. Ed Jr. I got that one. Who else? Jay Busby. Nikki Barrett says Julius Randle had a great game tonight and showed why he's our best player. The tech did not hurt us. We tied the game after the tech. Refs killed us. Well, the tech could have hurt you. The bottom line is you don't want to put yourself in those situations. It's not necessary. And look, we got lucky that it didn't hurt us. You know, that the average superstar's not doing that with a minute and 30 left in a two point game. You're not gonna do that, man. So I can't just excuse him for that. Who else? David Cote Fonseca says, at first I thought you were a little jump out the window with the Burks praise, but that man is the truth, low key. They're coming around, CK. For fun, would you take Mo Bamba for Mitch? No. Chris Rodriguez says we only lost. Everybody they've been talking Mo Bamba ever since last year, bro. Everybody wants Mo.
Yeah.
Chris Rodriguez, we only lost by 2 to the best team in the East with the two big playing solid games, with the big two playing solid games. I'm encouraged with the effort the team put in. Paul Robinson said, leave Julius alone tonight, chat. He did well tonight. It came down to Mitch being clumsy, which has always been. Noel should be started. And lastly, Cardi Cameron says, shout out to KnicksFanTV. Smash that like button. Hit that thumbs up button for your boys. And yeah, man, we'll be back Thursday. Knicks versus Bulls. Knicks taking on the Bulls. Remember, the show's presented by Manscaped, fellas. Go to manscaped.com. Enter promo code KFTV for 20% off plus free shipping, man. Go out and get that Lawnmower 4.0. Game changer. LED spotlight. Ceramic blade technology. Cut down on those bad nicks. Matte black finish. Waterproof. Great battery life. You can charge it wirelessly. You can charge it on the charging deck. You know what I mean? It's got the LED spotlight, man. You can do this thing in the dark, whatever you're into. It's also a good flashlight. It's very versatile as well. So yeah, man, like I said, go to manscaped.com, support our sponsors, and you support us. That's how it works, man. 20% off plus free shipping with promo code KFTV. Remember that these shows are available in audio podcast format. All the major ones: Apple Podcasts, Spotify, Google Podcasts, Amazon Alexa, Stitcher, so you don't have to miss it. And we'll see you guys on Thursday, man. Knicks versus Bulls. CK, CPT, the franchise. I'm out of here.